everyone, it's Lauren from the yoga studio. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of back of the body work. So if you can grab books or blocks or bottles or anything that you can support yourself with. Remember to share with your friends if you like our videos, subscribe to the channel just while you are getting your stuff. And if you have a strap or a tie as well. Alright, and then today we're going to get started lying on our backs in our Shavasana. Drawing your shoulders away from your ears, draw your chin towards your chest. Bring your feet as wide as the mat. Toes gently flop out. Lengthen through back of neck, bringing the palms to face up beside you. Soften into the fingers, into the legs, into the face. Just taking a deep breath in through the nose. A big sigh, letting go. Starting to now become aware of your breathing. Inhaling at least a count of 4, feeling the belly rise, ribs expand and the chest lifts. And exhale slow and steady. Making sure that your jaw is soft, the brows are soft. Noticing how the body is feeling today, any emotions flying around. And then setting your intention for the practice. Perhaps your intention is to stay focused on your breath, to stay in your body for the next bit of time. Gently drawing your right knee into your chest, extend into the left leg, start to flex into the feet, pushing the heels away from the body. Keep your shoulders away from the ears as you flatten shoulder blades to mat. Try and keep your knee moving in towards the collarbone instead of the armpit for today. Breathing in, bringing your left hand onto the right knee. And on your exhale, move into a supine twist, keeping the right shoulder grounded. You can take your gaze either over the right shoulder or up to the sky. Keep your breath long, breathing into whatever you are feeling. And every exhale, allow yourself to move a little bit deeper. Coming back to center. And on your exhales, straighten into your right leg. So you can now hold on behind the thigh, you can grab onto your strap or your belt, or whatever you have. If you're using a strap, bring it over the ball of the foot to create a natural flex. Try and not bend into the arms, try and just walk the hands nice and high, and then pull the shoulders back into your mat. Keep both legs nice and strong, the fronts of the thighs are active. See if you can find comfort with your inhale. And every exhale, see if you can take yourself a little bit deeper. Inhale, see if you can straighten a little bit less to find comfort. And then exhale, moving the leg closer. One more like that. Inhale, slightly release, playing with your edge. And on your exhale, move deeper. Bending into the right knee, grabbing on over the right shin. And on your exhale, swap the legs around. So now we have the left knee into the chest, the shoulders have spread wide, chin to chest, extending into the right leg, flex both your feet. Inhale, belly rises up into thigh. Exhale, soften, keep moving the knee in towards midline. Then bring your right hand onto your left knee. On your exhale, supine twist, bring the knee across the body. Take your gaze over to the left side. Again, we're trying to ground down into the left shoulder blade. It doesn't matter how high the knee is off the ground. Pull yourself back to center. And on your exhale, straightening into the left leg. Flexing into the foot. Engaging into the right leg as well. If you used your strap on one side, using it to the other. And if you're doing this in the morning, not to have any pressure, just allow the body to slowly open. Again, we play with our edge. On your inhale, find comfort, loosen the grip slightly. And on your exhale, take yourself deeper. Loosen the grip slightly, inhale. Exhale, a little bit deeper. Keep the awareness in the right leg as well. Inhale, lengthen. And on your exhale, go deeper. Bending into the left knee, grabbing on over the shin. And on your exhale, use that leg to help you up to seat. We're going to straighten into both legs. If you feel really uncomfortable, you can put a cushion or a block underneath the bums. I'm just going to stay this way. Keep your feet flexed. Otherwise, you can also just lift the flesh up if you're not sitting onto a block. Drawing your arms up high, inhale. And on your exhale, gently start to inch your way forward. So starting with the belly, keep a nice straight back. Maybe you don't move at all, that's fine. Maybe you're just feeling the lift into the sit bone, so the tilt of the pelvis. Again, moving with your edge, exhale, see if you can go a little bit deeper. Still a straight back, so keeping the arms up in line with the ears. It's a nice strong pose. Feel the line through the side body, tricep up through the little finger. Every inhale, find that little bit more reach. Exhale, holding there. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hold there. Still a straight back, arms in line with ears. Inhale, reach one more time. And on your exhale, gently fold forward. Wherever that is for you, allow yourself to round. Just become lazy, let go of your neck. But keep your feet flexed and ideally the legs straight. If you need to bend the knees, that's also absolutely fine. You can put blocks or cushions or a rolled up towel under the knees. Wherever you are, imagine lifting into the sit bones, so remembering that our forward folds come from our pelvis. I still like to move with my breath, so every inhale, finding a little bit of space. Exhale, allow yourself to soften. Don't worry about reaching the toes, you can have your hands next to you. If you're really high, just keep on pulling the belly and the chest forward. Don't try and bring the forehead down. Have about 2 more breaths here. Slowly rolling up through your spine, inhale. And on your exhale, we are going to cross over our ankles, rolling onto the knees. So if you have really tight feet, you can stay with the feet onto the toenail side. Otherwise, flip your toes underneath, coming into your toe stretch. I like to just straighten my toes. So if your toes feel a little bit funny, they might just need a little bit of help getting into the right line. Sitting gently onto the heels. Keep your tailbone tucked so you have a nice straight spine, and then interlacing your hands behind the neck, elbows in, soften shoulders from ears, and then draw your chin to chest, but keeping your awareness in your core. Finding a bit of space on your inhale. And now on your exhale, tuck your tailbone, draw your elbows towards your groin. Make sure that the shoulders are soft, arms are heavy. Make sure you're taking your breath into the areas that you feel. Every exhale should feel yourself going a bit deeper or finding comfort. Gently release, inhale. And on your exhale, place the hands down, push it back into your down dog. So you may need to just sort of come onto the fronts of the toes and just release. Making sure your hands are underneath your shoulders or shoulder width apart. Fingers are wide open, pushing down the thumb side of hand. Making sure that your feet are hip width apart. If the heels are lifting and the knees are slightly bent, that's absolutely fine. Try and find your straight back, lifting into the sit bones. Magnetizing your elbows towards each other, but then softening your shoulders from your ears. You can engage into the core. You can pull up and through Mula Bandha, so the pelvic floor. If you need to paddle out the heels, that's also fine if you're finding yourself a bit tight for stillness. Keeping your breath long and slow. And then everyone comes to still. Remember, it doesn't matter if your knees are bent. Make sure you're pushing firmly out of your arms, nice straight back. Come up onto your toes, ripple forward into your plank, rolling one vertebra at a time. You may need to reposition the feet, that's absolutely fine. Pushing up between the shoulder blades, tuck into your core, fire up into the legs and the glutes. On your exhale, drop your knees down, chest and chin to follow. Ripple through into your cobra on your inhale. Pushing it back into your down dog on your exhale. Lifting into your right leg, in. We're going to keep the hips squared and ground down into the left heel. So if you're not sure where the hip is, see if you are maybe lifting or coming down. You should feel that the hips are gently level and you're pulling back into your left hip. A nice stretch into the left hamstring. Breath in, lift higher. On your exhale, drawing your knee towards your nose. 3 legs in. Touching right elbow. 3 legs in. And on your exhale, bring it to your nose. Holding here. And on your exhale, slowly step it between the hands, drop the back knee down. Lengthen through your spine, so pulling your chest forward. And on your exhale, straightening into your right leg. So we're flexing into the foot for now. You can use your blocks here if you're high up, or your box, or your bottle So even if you're here, that's fine. Try not round, so not tucking into the tailbone, rather lifting into the sit bones. Keeping a strong flex into the foot, engaging into the front of the thigh, the quad. And then try and keep your hip bones straight forward. So don't pull forward into the right hip, but rather pull it back in towards body. Inhale, finding a halfway lift. And on your exhale, gently fold forward, wherever that may be for you. Soften into your shoulders. If you're quite low down, remember we're working belly to thigh. You can maybe walk your hands back. Beautiful. Gently walk your hands forward, bend into front knee. Exhale, push it back into your down dog. Rolling forward into your plank, inhale. Your choice, either sticking with knees dropping down, chest and chin, knees down, half chaturanga, or if you're comfortable with full chaturanga, elbows in towards your body, straight spine, pull the chest forward. And then coming through into your up dog. Move through down dog, perhaps rolling over your toes. And then grounding into your heels. Lifting into your left leg, inhale. We're squaring into the hips again, ground down into the right heel. Firmly pushing the arms into the mat. Make sure you can feel it through that right hamstring. Lifting a little bit higher in. On your exhale, drawing your knee to nose touch. 3 legs, inhale. Exhale to your left elbow. 3 legs in. Exhale, knee to nose. And then gently stepping it through into your crescent lunge. Drop the back knee down. Pull your chest nice and forward, drop the hips. Make sure the front heel is in line with the knee. Next exhale, half honeymoon, push it back. See if you can glue the belly towards the thigh. If you're nice and high, that's also fine. Remember, you can use your blocks. Try and keep both sides even. Square into your hips, so pull back into the left hip again. Make sure your front foot is flexed. Breathing in, find a halfway lift. And on your exhale, gently fold. Maybe walking your arms back if that's what you did on the other side. Drawing belly to thigh. And then walking forward, bend into your front knee, push it back into your down dog. Come forward to plank, inhale. Chaturanga, knees, chest, your choice, exhale. Pull it up into your cobra or up dog. Pushing it back into your down dog. Coming down onto your elbows, we're moving into our dolphin, so you can interlacing your hands. Make sure that the elbows are underneath the shoulders. Grounding down into the heels, if that's not possible, keep the heels lifted, bend your knees straight back. Try and lift into the sit bones, slow steady breath, relax into the neck. Make sure your head is not on the floor here at all. Head is hanging gently between the arms. One more full inhale. Full exhale. Look towards your hands. If their hands are interlaced, just bring your hands or palms to touch. Breathing in, look forward. And on your exhale, see if you can kiss your fingers. Inhale, push it back. Exhale, fingers. Inhale, push it back. Touching fingers. Inhale, push it back. And exhale, kissing thumbs. Push it back, inhale. Either come into your child's pose, knees wide, or you can come into your down dog. So child's pose, sit those down onto your heels, or perhaps you're taking your rest in down dog. Lifting into your right leg, coming back into your down dog, lifting into your right leg. Exhale, draw knee to nose. 3 legs in. Exhale, right elbow. 3 legs in. Exhale to your nose. 3 legs. Coming into warrior 1. Bring your arms up, inhale. And then see if your feet are on a tight rope. So bring your feet hip width apart. Draw the hips forward. It doesn't have to be a long lunge. It can be a really short lunge. But you want your knee on top of your ankle. Back leg completely strong and straight. Tuck into the tailbone. So pull the sit bones down. Reaching into your arms. Remember, if you're feeling like you can't catch your breath, you can take a breath in through nose. And a big sigh, letting go. Bringing your hands to interlace behind you, inhale. And on your exhale, come through into your warrior 3. So we want a nice T shape, but if that's not possible for you, you can also come into a diagonal shape. If the arms are uncomfortable here, you can just bring them behind you or bring them onto the tailbone. Keep an opening through front of body between chest and pelvis. Inhale, 1 more breath. And on your exhale, step it slowly back into your warrior 1. Draw your arms up. Straighten front leg, exhale, fold pyramid. Halfway lift, straighten into your hips, so pull back right. And exhale, fold. You can use your blocks here again. Remember that wherever you feel uncomfortable and you need a bit of space, please use your props. Halfway lift again, inhale. Exhale, folding belly to thigh, chest to knee, chin to shin. Wherever you are, try and stabilize the hands. You can either bring them palms down or onto the fingers, onto blocks. And now we're going to keep the legs straight exactly as we are. Flex into the front foot. Firmly push your hands into the mat. Just 1 breath here. Full breath out. Dropping those front toes back onto your mat, bend into the knee. Work your hands forward, again using blocks if you already have. And then we're going to lift into that back leg, straighten into front leg completely. Doesn't matter how high that back leg is, but you want the standing leg strong and straight. You can bring your right hand behind the right calf or ankle, and then start to see if you can draw belly to thigh, chest to knee, chin to shin. Coming back into warrior 1, bring your arms up, inhale. Down dog on your exhale. Come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Come through into your up dog. Push it back into your down dog. Lifting into your left inhale. Square your hips. Beautiful, breathe in. And on your exhale, knee to nose touch. 3 legs, inhale. Exhale, bring it to your left elbow. 3 legs in. Exhale, back to nose. 3 legs, inhale. Exhale, stepping forward, knee to nose, warrior 1. So those back toes are at a 45 to the top of your mat. Nice little lunge. Front knee on top of the ankle. Square into the hips. Tuck into the tailbone. Straighten the back leg. Reach into the arms. Interlacing your hands behind your back, big breath in. And on your exhale, come through into warrior three. Remember, you don't have to interlace the hands, you can bring them behind you. If you want a nice opening through front to body, square your hips again to the earth. You're reaching into the back foot. If this isn't possible, you can also just have the toes onto the mat. If you fall out, that's absolutely fine. Don't be hard on yourself. Beautiful, breathing in. Exhale, step it back, warrior one. Arms up. Exhale, pyramid fold, straighten into the front leg, grab your blocks if you need. So trying to square into the hip, so pull back into the left hip, right hip forward. Every exhale feels yourself softening a little bit deeper. Let go of neck and shoulders, use your core to fold deep. Keep lifting into the sit bones. Okay, wherever you are, stabilizing into the hands. And then flex into that front foot. Push into the hands, so it almost feels like you're pushing your hips away from the body. Keep your legs strong. Fold deeper. Soften the toes back to the earth, draw your hands forward. You can still be using your blocks and lifting up into your standing splits. I'm not too worried about that top leg, even if it's kind of low, that's cool, but activate into the back foot so that it's nice and light. Straighten into your standing leg. You can bring your left hand behind the ankle and then join belly to thigh, chest to knee, chin to shin. Gently coming down, warrior one, arms up, inhale. Down dog on your exhale. You can come into a child's pose here, taking a break, otherwise stay in your down dog. Breathing in through your nose. Big sigh, letting go. Keep your breath. Reconnect with your intention. Okay, everyone comes back into their down dog on an inhale. Grounding into your heels on your exhale. Dropping down onto your elbows, coming back into dolphin. Relaxing into your neck, make sure your elbows underneath your shoulders. If you're not sure, you can grab onto the biceps. If you feel quite comfortable here, maybe walking your feet 2 steps forward. Again, trying to ground into the heels, but not necessary, you can bend your knees. But I want you to feel it more so in your hamstrings than anywhere else. So if you are finding that you are having to bend your knees, rather walk the feet out a little bit more. One more full inhale. Ground down into heels a little bit deeper, exhale. Drop down, knees coming into embryo. Bring your hands behind you, forehead onto your mat. Again, find your breath, inhale. Big sigh, let it go. From here, we're going to grab onto our heels, tuck your chin in towards your chest, draw your eyeballs onto the kneecaps. Keeping a hold onto the heels, we're going to start to lift into our sit bones, coming onto the crown of the head into our rabbit pose. Nice stretch through the shoulders. Make sure your hands are holding on to the heels. You're on the crown of the head. Shoulders are relaxed. Dropping the heels, sit bones back to heels, draw your hands forward. Coming back into down dog. Gazing forward, you can step, walk or jump top of mat, inhale, lengthen. And on your exhale, fold. Draw your knees to touch, your toes to touch, slight slip between the heels. Straightening the legs if you can, otherwise bend your knees, that's also fine. But wherever you are, imagine lifting your sit bones high, weight forward towards the toes of the feet. Remember, it doesn't matter if you're quite high, but try and not round the spine, rather come into a halfway lift, finding a straight back. Okay, reverse one, dive all the way up, inhale. Draw your hands to your heart on your exhale. Utkatasana, sitting down nice and low. Make sure you can see your toes, so move your knees back, dropping the bums down, nice straight spine. See if you can go a little bit lower. You can bring your hands to heart here if the arms are struggling. One more full inhale. A little bit deeper exhale. Beautiful. Breathing in and fold. Breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. And on your exhale, fold. Reverse one, dive all the way up, in. Hands to heart, exhale. So we're going to keep our strap handy. We're going to grab onto our right foot, so your right, I'm going to mirror teach. Either grab onto the big toe, you can bring your hand to heart and straighten. Bend your knee if you don't have a strap, or you can bring the strap around the ball of the foot. Okay, wherever you are, you want to have a nice straight back, so you don't want to be leaning forward, you don't want to be leaning back. You want a nice little T shape. One more breath, inhale. See if you can draw forehead to shin. Beautiful. Halfway lift, lengthen through your spine in. See if you can release the toe or strap and bring it down. Straight to the other side. Remember, it doesn't matter how you look, as long as you are feeling something, that's the whole thing. Doesn't matter if you fall out, that's also fine. Try and find your gaze in front of you or just on the floor in front of you. Straight back, use your core, inhale. Exhale, coming into a forward fold, forehead to shin. Come back, halfway lift, inhale. See if you can release the toe, hold it there, and then drop it down. Beautiful. Bring your arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold further. Reverse swan dive. Exhale, fold. Reverse, keep your chest open. And exhale, fold. Utkatasana, coming into chair pose. So again, make sure that you can see the toes over your knees, nice straight back. So make sure you're not going into back bend, lifting sit bones. It's nice and controlled. Everything's nice and tight around the midline. Coming up onto your toes. Holding here.
Inhale. Exhale, drop the heels. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, drop the heels. Try and keep the rest of the body still. Inhale, lift. And exhale, drop it down. Breathing in, lift. And exhale, fold. See if you can stay on your toes. Drop the feet down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back with your right leg. Crescent lunge, draw the hips forward. Draw your chest open. This time we're going to keep the toes flat onto the mat and you're going to push back into your half honeymoon, but the toes are flat, so a nice stretch into the fronts of the ankles, or the one ankle. Try to square your hips, pull back left hip. Fold a little bit deeper, try to ground those toes. Come forward, push it back into your down dog. Stepping forward with the right, coming into your crescent lunge, back knee down. Pull your chest forward, drop the hips down. Keep the toes grounded, push it back into half honeymoon. It's a beautiful stretch to the front of the ankle. Try ground the toes. That back knee should be underneath the hip. Pull back into right hip. Beautiful work. Bring your weight forward, push it back into your plank this time. Hold here, breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga, knees, chest, chin. Come through into cobra or up dog, inhale. Pushing it back into your down dog. Step, walk or jump, top of mat, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, inhale, chair pose. Come up onto the toes. See if you can drop the bums a little bit deeper. Come higher onto your toes. Hold here, breathe. You can bring your hands to hearts if you're feeling a bit tired. And then very gently start to lower down. Sit bones to heels, but keep the heels up. We're then going to try and drop the heels, but keep the bum lifted. So reach your weight forward, use control, drop onto the heels and hold. Bum is still not on the ground. Hold here, breathe in. And exhale, soften down to mat. Take a breath in through your nose. Big sigh, let that all go. So we are now going to move into our plow, halasana, where we bring the legs over the head, but it is important not to move your neck at all. So please don't move your neck at all. If you feel uncomfortable with this or you can't, you can bring your feet up a wall. Or if you know that you have tight hamstrings or back body line, you can bring your feet onto a chair or to lean against the wall. So you would do it with your back facing the wall. Okay, so I'm going to show you quickly before you go into it and then have to move your neck. So we're going to come down. You can use momentum to lift the legs up. And then you're going to bring your hands onto the back to gently encourage a lift into the hips. Your chin will be in towards your chest, elbows in and support the back. Try not to collapse into rounding, so you don't want the groin towards the forehead. You want to lift and create space through front body. Alright, so now we'll go through it together. Or remember, if you feel uncomfortable, please come out of it straight away and just bring your legs up the wall. Okay, so going back into it. We're going to be here for 4 breaths. If you would like to play, if your toes are on the mat, you can bring them to point. So onto the toenail side, a beautiful stretch. Keep lengthening through your spine. Breathe into the constriction, whatever you're feeling. Okay, and then we're going to lift the legs up towards the sky if this feels okay for you. However you want to do it. Into our shoulder stand. Very gently bring the feet back overhead into your plow, halasana. If you feel comfortable, it is quite deep, you can bend your knees beside the ears. Straightening into the legs again, grab onto the shins or the backs of the ankles and just gently roll yourself one vertebra down at a time onto your mat. Bend into your knees and just rock left to right. You can take a deep breath in through your nose again. A big sigh, letting go. When it comes to still through center, drop your feet as wide as your mat. Drop both of your knees down to the left. See if you can take your gaze over the right shoulder. If you'd like to go deeper, you can bring left foot onto right knee. If the neck feels uncomfortable looking over the shoulder, just keep it straight. Gently release, feet are still wide as the mat, draw the knees to center. Exhale over to the other side, so the knees move over to the right, gaze over left if that feels good. And then if you want to go deeper, right foot onto left knee. Release the foot back down, knees to center. And then we'll draw the knees back into the chest. Right hand, left knee. Moving into a twist. So drop both of your knees down over to the right. Try to keep your knees together and keep grounding down into the left shoulder. Come back to center. Left hand, right knee, knees over to the left. Ground down the right shoulder. Draw yourself back to center on your inhale. And on your exhale, coming down into your Shavasana. If you'd like to move with your legs up the wall, it's also really, really nice. I might do that. Obviously, if you have a practice of headstand at your house, you can move into that now. But please, if you have never done headstand before, don't even try it. Let's just move into Shavasana. So softening your shoulders away from the ears wherever you are. If the legs are on the mat, feet are hip width apart, toes flop out. Draw your chin towards your chest and just allow yourself to gently soften. If you have anything sort of building up into the chest, or you're feeling like you can't get a nice full breath, take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And a big sigh, let it go. This lion breath or releasing breath is so beautiful, just to let go and calm the nervous system. Allow your eyes to close. Soften through your jaw, through your brow. Palms are facing up beside you, or possibly left hand onto heart, right hand onto belly. Make sure that the mind is still within the body. Focus on your breath. Keep softening the jaw, relaxing the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Gently scan your body, making sure that all the muscles are disengaged or relaxed. Maybe coming back to that full belly breathing. Inhale, belly rises, ribs expand, and chest lifts. Exhale, belly softens, ribs and chest. Come back to your intention. See if you can take your breath to the forgotten parts of the lungs, of the belly, of the throat. See if you can move it into the sides, into the back, into the top of the collarbones. If you would like to use a visualization, I like to visualize my breath as a white light, moving into areas that I feel, allowing it to wash through. Every exhale, allowing yourself to let go. Before we close today, I would like you to start to fill yourself up with a beautiful, loving light, a sense of peace and calm. Once your body is full of love and light, and you're feeling sparkly and new, refreshed, revived, but calm, I want you to start seeing that light moving out of the borders of the skin into the room where you are. Send it out to family and friends. And then sending it out into our world to heal. When you are ready, very gently draw your awareness back into your body.
Rub your thumbs over your fingers. Twinkle into your toes. Draw your arms overhead wherever you are and reach, stretch through your body. A big sigh, release, let go. Draw your knees into your chest. Rock left to right. Gently move over onto your right hand side. Take your shoulders with you into your fetal position. And then gently help yourself back to seat. Bring your hands to heart. Thank you so much for moving your body and getting onto your mat today. Hope you have a beautiful one. Namaste.